For the roundtable this week, we're joined by Rick Dalton, whose nonprofit College for Every Student, or CFES, is expanding its headquarters in Essex, New York. CFES teams with schools and colleges across the U.S. in 24 states, helping tens of thousands of lower-income students prepare for and succeed in getting into college.
Part of it was my work in graduate school, and my doctoral work focused on helping low-income kids, and specifically Latinos, go to college. And I had an opportunity while studying at Harvard to really look at what was happening, and came back to Middlebury once I finished my degree and set up diversity committees in various cities around the country to see if we could help raise the diversity at Middlebury College. And it was clear that at that point, and I certainly knew it, but I began to live it, that we really have two worlds, educational worlds in this country. There's a world for upper middle and high income kids, and then the rest of the kids. And there's a huge divide in terms of really their college readiness, their ability to get to college, and frankly their ability to stay in college. And if you look at national statistics, that divide has widened every year, every single year since 1980. And you can measure that in terms of college going, college graduation, high school graduation, test scores, virtually any measure, and it's all about income. And so I saw what was happening, and it was, and it's a crisis in our country because among other things, the fastest growing cohort of young people is that cohort of low-income kids. And right now, 35% of our students in public schools live at or below the poverty line. In 15 years, half the kids in the United States will live at or below the poverty line. So it's a crisis that will, it certainly affects education, but this goes way beyond education.
How many students are you helping, and how many schools and colleges are you working with?
We're working with 20,000 students in 200 schools in 24 states. And we have 200 colleges that partner with us and help us. Two of those colleges are right here in Plattsburgh in the North Country, Clinton Community College and SUNY Plattsburgh. They have supported and helped and are really part of this, this mission to help low-income students be successful.
For so many years, I would imagine that many students didn't think about college until they got well into high school years, junior, senior year, then they would start thinking about it. For some, it may have been too late already academically. Others aren't prepared for the rigors when they get to college. How are you helping these students specifically get ready earlier for college and actually get into college?
What they need is they need to become literate about financial aid, literate about admission, literate about what it's going to take in terms of the rigor so that they can succeed. So that's where we step in, and that's what we do. We provide really 3 different practices or activities that help lift up our students. And really, we begin with, and as is the need in this country, let's give our students the opportunity to see the dream. So hope, raise the aspirations, and then raise performance. So our practices are mentoring. Every one of our 20,000 students has a mentor. Our second practice is pathways to college. And every one of our students gets on a college campus, becomes college literate, becomes part of a college culture, and that focuses on admissions, on financial aid, again, what it takes to be successful. And the third practice is leadership through service. We think that young people need to be leaders. And as such, leadership begins with oneself. So we ask our students to get their own acts together to become leaders. Those 3 practices are what have helped our young people, and we've worked with almost 100,000 over the last 22 years, get on that track to college.
And you've had quite a success rate.
Our students have done extraordinarily well. And over the last 6 years, 96% of the kids in our program, and we're talking almost entirely low-income students, but 96% of our kids have gone to college.
People may automatically assume that we're talking urban areas primarily, but you help both urban and rural areas, including schools right here in the North Country.
Absolutely. Tom, we are the only national nonprofit that helps rural students get on that path to college. There are no other national nonprofits that do that. So about a quarter of our portfolio, our students, are from rural communities. We moved to Essex, New York 2 years ago, and part of that is to really make a statement, to show people our commitment to rural students.
With the skyrocketing tuition cost, probably a number of families assume that it's out of reach for them. So along with the mentoring, the academics, the developing the leadership skills, you work with them on finding ways to be able to afford college as well?
We help them, and again, it begins with the FAFSA and understanding how to fill out financial aid forms, and understanding that you have to fill out that financial aid form so that you're going to be in the game to get the money. So we want our students to know in those elementary years, certainly in those middle school years, what the FAFSA mean, what it's going to take in terms of paying for college, scholarships, financial aid, loans. Where are those dollars?
Rick Dalton, thank you very much for taking the time to step by and talk with us.
Thank you, Tom.